Alright, we've just built ourselves a ArcoLinux 2021-0130 ISO. Did not include anything, so it's stay as close as possible to ArcoLinux. We did forget to delete the keys, which doesn't matter really, it's 6 keys. So in the future I can install ArcoLinux packages on this one. But I'll make a separate one to delete those. That's not difficult, delete the line. So super F7 VirtualBox is on the other screen. Okay, that's all cool. So let's go to what I created. So see that you're in the correct place, and then you open, double click it. We're not going to go over the VirtualBox settings. Those are known, I hope. There are tutorials on ArcoLinux.com about it. You get a full screen. If you don't get a full screen, you do not have the proper settings. Simple. And always type Ctrl F, the right Ctrl F for full screen. The early birds in the project will notice there's a little bit difference, right? But basically the idea is just to move through the Calamares installer. It is interesting to, however, follow up a little bit the version, right? So it's the last version at this moment. If it takes long because it's communicating with a Plasma server to figure out your GEOIP. And the other day we had a bad internet, really the worst years, and I did not get any response. And after 60 seconds, it will just stop trying, and then you're in Calamares. But it will try to connect and figure out where am I? Am I in America, Australia, and so on. And he has indeed. He knows I'm in Belgium, so that's cool. So the timing, yeah. It's a living, breathing machine. Erase disk, everything works, guys. If you want to encrypt these things, go ahead, be fine. People are still asking me, hey, can we partition into BTRFS? Yeah, sure you can. It's just also documented on ArcoLinux.com in the Calamares. This is all possible, right? But I'm just too lazy. I just go back and just erase disk and done. I just decide this one or that one, right? So now I still have a swap, but it's a file. And there you go. And it installs. Basically, that's all you need to be here for. Just do that and wait for the installation. Let's maybe not pause the video so you know how long it takes. The length of the video, right? More or less. And it all depends, of course, on hardware, USB, even USB versions. 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. For the technical guys, you see a big ass screen. It's all covered, but it's still, for the early birds there, it's still i3, but I just deleted the bar up there, so we have a full screen, and nobody is the wiser. But the super enter is going to get X term there, so I can do some stuff, and I don't want to. Super Q is gonna kill it again. Super shift Q as well. And super X is going to close everything down, so the virtual machine is going to close down then. So don't touch that one. The keyboard shortcuts are in the article. And that's it. So it's super fast. The video is now running 4 minutes. I mean, phew. We boot up because the ISO is still in there, the virtual machine. And it's work time, because I did not include, I did not include any of the packages, which means, first of all, I can't install anything. I need to get my databases and so on. What I do now is update immediately as well. So now Pacman knows, oh, those are the packages, there they are. Oh, fine, and now I can go install stuff. Minus What the logical order would be, get me Xorg server, get me Xorg apps. Okay, then we have something, a tool to have a graphical environment later on. Next thing it's gonna boot up is LightDM, SDM, GDM, MGM maybe. So sudo pacman -s LightDM and lightd, I always make typos here, LightDM GTK greeter. I don't think there are typos in there. Yay! With Eric. So this is display manager. This is your login manager. Who are you? I'm Eric. What's your password? And then you choose the thing that's behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 desktops you choose in the top right corner. I did tell you that my internet is intermittent, very bad. And it's not the fault of Osbeck, I think. It's more the fault of my internet at that particular moment in time. Okay. Now, before I forget, because if I reboot and I have not activated sudo system ctl enable lightdm, if I do not do that, and again I end up in a black screen. So this time it's gonna kick in. But kick in what? What's behind lightdm? Well, behind is, and now this is the fun, of course. Now you can actually type mate, or I can type cinnamon, or I can type plasma meta, or I can type XFC4. I always rely on that one. But it's also in the article, that's why. XFC4 goodies. XFCE4, oh there we are. XFCE4, the typos are there. Boom, boom, boom. Enter, enter, enter. And we build it up again. The advantage of installing desktops is that it gathers more things, like maybe sound or video drivers or stuff like that. Maybe even printers, depends. Depends on the ArcoLinux guys. What did I put in? What's behind the word XFC4? What's behind the word cinnamon? GNOME, Budgie. It's up to them. They decide and we add things what we're missing. That's the Sherlock Holmes part. You have to figure that out. SR is not working. There is no Azure C from us. There are no keyboard shortcuts. There are no configurations. There is nothing. This is ArcoLinux with stuff, the Lego blocks. Voila. There you go. And then of course it's time to show off. But there is nothing to show off yet. I always type neofetch. We show you that every time. There's also screen fetch. Maybe you haven't heard of that. So let's install that. And then you can make some screenshots and say, look, I've installed Arch. A little bit bigger. Inotech Systemberatung GmbH. All right, this is it. And now it's up to you to make it beautiful. Install icons. There is no yay helper here. There is nothing. There is no Trizen. It's a build up rather than a breakdown. All right, cheers.